out there that will be explained in a separate video, but in order for you to get a full understanding here, you need to know that I did not know the man that
Hey there, Sugar Pies. How we doing? How we feeling? Oh my goodness. So today, I don't know what, well, I mean, I know what prompted me to do this video, but I don't know what prompted me to do this video. Like, I don't know, like, I listen to a lot of, I guess, like, talk YouTube. Is that, I guess that's the way to put it. I listen to a lot of YouTube. Sometimes, like, the people that I know that have talk videos, I will listen to them sometimes when I'm driving, because I feel like, you know, sometimes the radio just doesn't do it for me. And so I just like listening to people talk about, you know, certain things. And I don't even know when I stumbled upon this video. Well, I stumbled upon another video that they were just talking in, and I was like, wow, this is so interesting, because I was listening to it actually at work. And I was like, wow, this is someone that I can listen to. I can continue to work. I don't have to like watch the video because they're just talking. I mean, I think they move around in some of their videos, maybe. I don't know. No, I don't think any of the ones that I'm speaking of, they move around. And I think it's just, you know, they're sitting in a chair, or I know one of them, I think they were taking the babies for a walk, or the baby for a walk, whatever. But yeah, so then I stumbled upon, because I ended up subscribing to the channel, and then I ended up stumbling upon this video that's getting so much YouTube like controversy, I guess. And the name of the channel is the McCLure algorithm, and it's you know, a biracial couple and whatever. Well, I don't feel the need to get into like the whole like issue of it all, because honestly, I just think it's just such an overkill. I just like, every time I mean, like, because you know how like once you watch something, then they're in your feed, and so then like all these other videos pop up, and I don't know that I really understand the YouTubers that do the whole like pull up the gossip stuff. I guess that's kind of like ETV and all that kind of stuff. I guess it's the same concept, is that, you know, people that are in the YouTube limelight, they have to have their fair share of criticism and people hating on them or whatever, as if you know, you really were a movie star or something. I guess I don't really get all that, and it's really not for me to decide yay or nay. I just, you guys know that sometimes when I hear certain topics, I'm just like drawn to them. And this was one of those topics where I've listened to like all these other little videos, and I've tried to listen to them without any form of like, how do I put it? Like, without, well, I know I'm listening to them without any form of judgment, because everyone's entitled to their opinion. But at the same time, I'm trying to listen to them as open-minded. That's what I'm trying to say, as open-minded as I possibly can. I heard one person say, and I guess she's a really popular person that gets on and tells the skinny of everybody's business or whatever. Like I said, I don't really get that. I don't understand it. So I'm not even going to sit here and try to say I understand it. I guess that's, you know, I guess that's a thing. But she made a comment about forgiving people, and she referred to like, if we forgive everybody for making mistakes, then we wouldn't need prisons. And I was like, okay, what you just said made no sense. Like, a person making a mistake, and a person, like, say someone kills someone, that's not a mistake, that's a murder. Like, and she like literally like said, you know, if we're gonna, you know, like basically she was playing the role as God, and she feels that we should play role as God, and that if someone makes a mistake, they're, you know, they shouldn't be forgiven. And I don't know, I was just kind of like, wow, like, are things really that deep? And like, that people really feel that a person should never make a mistake? and that we don't, if we're going to forgive a person for making a mistake, then we don't need prisons and, you know, let everybody walk the streets that commit crimes. Like, is there not a difference between a person making a mistake than a person committing crimes? Like, we have laws, and when laws are broken, that's a form of making a crime. So, like, there's a great difference there. And I listened to that and I was just like, wow. Like, you know, of course I would never comment because she's entitled to her own opinion. It just shocked me that someone actually would say that out loud and feel that it was okay to say that out loud. Like, it just shocks me. But while I don't agree with a lot of what I'm hearing, because I just think, for one, I honestly wonder if it's just like a YouTube gimmick. Like, if this is just like what people, like, this is a form of making money, like, all the way around. Like, the people that make the comments, you know, because of course they're getting views, they're getting watches and more comments and more likes and this and that. So they're making money, which obviously it is a money game. Don't get me wrong, I get that. But is it really that they feel this way, or they're just doing this to get the views? You know what I mean? I don't know. It just really, it's just, I just listened to this morning while I was sitting at my desk, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is unreal. Like, these people are being like dragged through the mud. And it just reminds me of a story of, and I'm gonna do a story time on this situation, because it just reminded me of my younger days when, and the different times that I've been confronted through, not like of racism, like so much towards me, but like just how coming from such a small town, and yes, there was racism in my town. My family has suffered under racism before. Like, I'm not oblivious to the fact at all, but how I'm so proud that we meaning my family, we don't walk around holding like everybody accountable for what someone else did, and how we're able to form our own love and judgment based on how a person treats us, and not based on what other people say they are, or because of the color of their skin. And my family was very much affected, and there's many reasons why I can sit here and say that, but there's no need for me to get into that, because it's just no need. But at the same time, I was like, I really probably should do the story time video, because when I came into the military world and I was around so many different types of people, I learned a lot about a lot of different kind of people. And some of it I understood, some of it I didn't. Some of it I found appalling, some of it I found awesome. You know, that's just the way it is, because it wasn't so much about the race, it was about the person. And I am so thankful that I sit here as a human being, and I can very proudly say that I will never judge a person by something that someone else said or did and hold them accountable for it. That I'm not going to judge you by the color of your skin. That I'm not going to say that that I can honestly sit here and hear you say to me, I was raised to dislike you because of the color of your skin. But when I got to know you, I realized that what I was raised to believe was not right, because that has happened to me. I have had the fortunate to meet people that allowed me the opportunity to prove what they have been taught to be wrong. That they didn't just look at me and say, you know, I was born in this little small town where there was one of your kind, and my whole family, everybody, the whole town hated that one person because of the color of their skin. But now that I've gotten into this new world where there's soldiers and everybody's fighting for the same cause, like wives are here while our husbands are being deployed, and we're all having to be a family, that I'm able to look at you and know that my mother and my father was wrong, that not all people are bad that have the color skin that you have. And I've met some remarkable people because of that. And you know, if I sat there and judged them because of what their upbringing was, then what would make me any better than what it is that I'm saying that I'm fighting against? Like, it just blows my mind. And, you know, just hearing all these comments and how people are just judging, and they feel like they have the right to judge. And that, you know, I don't know whether I don't know this man's intentions, because I'm obviously not in his body. And I'm not here to judge his intentions. I'm just saying that, is it not possible that, yes, he was raised to believe a certain way, and then when he got to the outside world, he realized that that wasn't the way. And it could have happened the day he met her, or it could have happened just, you know, whenever. Love is just that, you know. When you fall in love with someone that's so opposite of you, so different than you, you know, like how some parents will say, you know, I don't know what my daughter sees in him, you know, he wears his pants down behind his waist. I'm, you know, same race, but like, I don't know what she sees in him. He has no job or whatever, but she's drawn to him for whatever reason. And maybe she never thought she would ever want a man like that herself, and then all of a sudden something happens and she's in love with the guy. What I'm saying is that people can fall in love in some of the most mysterious ways imaginable, and yet it can happen in that way. But a person that, according to the YouTube media, you know, that you couldn't actually have felt a certain way and then realize that your way of feeling was wrong. I don't know, that just blows my mind at how people think like that. Like, I don't know, I'm just this is just, you know, I mean, I actually want to go and comment on their channel, because I do support them in the sense that, you know, it's really nobody's business to be judging them. If something was done to an individual, to them directly, then you have a reason to be hurt or upset. But if you don't really know the whole story, and you're not inside that person, and you don't know, like, you can't, you know, like, to say that, you know, like one of the comments that was made is that because he's not the twins' biological father, then like he's making money off of the twins. Well, don't couples get together all the time that have children outside of their, you know, like with other people, and that person becomes their parent for various reasons? I mean, like, those things happen all the time. Why is this one such a big deal? Like, I mean, like, if I have a baby by a person and we're no longer together, I meet another guy, a man, and we become a husband and a wife, I certainly would want him to treat my son as his own. Like, doesn't that make sense? Like, now, there are various cases. There are cases where there's fathers that aren't in the children's lives, and then there's cases where the fathers are in their children's lives. But there is a way to make all of that work. I mean, like, a step parent is a step parent. They have rights in there. They're supposed to be able to love and care for the child. What mother or father wouldn't want that from the opposite? So I don't know that I understand all of, like I said, I don't know, maybe it is just because, you know, it is a way to make money. Everybody wants to be heard. It's got me feeling some type of a way, and I just felt like I was just like, I just need to turn on my camera and just talk for a few minutes, you know. And I guess, you know, I hope that all of this levels out, and I hope they're able to get past all of this and it just stop, because I'm just like, wow, like, I'm just blown away. Like, I really am. I feel that this is why we have some of the issues that we do have, is because everyone feels, which they're entitled to feel. So I don't want it to sound like I'm saying that they shouldn't feel a certain way, because everyone is entitled to feel however they want to feel. But I guess what I don't understand is when you're feeling your way, you can't for the life of you understand why someone else is feeling the way they're feeling. I don't know, does that make any sense? I don't know. But anyway, comment below, guys, if you have seen any of this. If you haven't, I mean, you know, hey, it's all over YouTube. I'm not gonna say go watch it because, you know, I don't know. And honestly, I'll be the first one to say here and say, no, I don't know the whole story. No, I don't know all the ins and outs, because honestly, I just kind of fell into the feed and I just been blown away by it all. And you know, I've tried to listen to some of the videos just because I'm trying to have a better understanding so that maybe I'm not so blindsided by it all. But I still can't make heads or tail out of some of the negative comments, or the people that are getting on, I guess, giving the skinny on this, and that they've taken the time to do all this research about this family just to put them down. I don't know, but, and I've looked through some of the comments, and a lot of the comments have a lot of hate, and I don't know, it just saddens me that people feel that it's okay to have so much hate, no matter what end, no matter where it's coming from. You know, whatever happened to us just trying to get along? I don't know, but, you know, if any of you have seen it or know anything about it, feel free to comment. But please, guys, please, no, I don't want any hate stuff. I don't want any, which I know that you guys, my subscribers are, you know, we're above that. We don't get down like that. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I was just looking at some of the videos that they put up, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you go watch it. I'm not going to tell you not to watch it. I'm just saying, if you run across the channel, or if you are interested in it, you know, feel free to watch it, and then if you so choose, and you know, if you want to comment on that point. But definitely, you know, I just ask that everyone keep their comments in good taste. You know, you guys know I don't judge anybody, and I don't want that in my comment section. I just, you know, you agree, disagree, or, you know, feel free to comment in that aspect. But just, you know, like, or do you have, you know, some of my subscribers that may know more about YouTube than I do, like is it possible that all of this is just being done? I mean, I guess it is. It makes sense. Like, duh. I mean, I'm being stupid when I say that question, but like, I guess I'm feeling like it is truly like what I'm thinking. Like, these people are literally just maybe doing all this for the sake of getting views, that they really don't feel this way. And gosh, I don't even know which one would be worse. I honestly don't know. But anyway, just, I don't know if I don't even know what I'm asking you guys to comment about. But like, I don't know, just, I'm feeling some type of way. I just needed to say this all out loud. I'm glad that I sat here with love in my heart, and I know that people can change. I know that I know the difference between committing a crime and a mistake. Yes, there is a such thing as a mistake that led into a crime, but you know, saying something distasteful to someone or about someone is not the same as putting a gun to someone's head and blowing their brains out, or, you know, robbing someone. I have had guns pointed to me. I have been robbed. I've been in a profession that I was confronted, and that person is in jail. Well, that was not like a mistake like that, you know, that wasn't a mistake, that was a crime. So how we could even somewhat compare the difference, I don't understand. Anyway, I gotta go. I need to order my Sonic drink and get my bum back to work. But I just needed to get this out. I just needed to get this off my chest for some reason. I don't know. But I see you guys soon. Time's rolling around. It won't be long before it'll be August, and I'll be back in full swing of things. So, love you much.